Happens because sometimes you say ridiculous things when you just hit record.
Well, it's usually the best way to start a podcast, right?
It's just random nonsense.
Yeah. Welcome to Creepy Touch. I think that might have worked. Rotated.
I am a gambler, God knows I've been around.
Welcome to the Creepy Touch podcast.
We're back.
How's it going, creepy friends? We're back. You know that? I just found out you don't know that album.
Yeah, I don't.
You're a big Pantera fan, but you don't know Rebel
I
Meets Rebel.
do not know of these things, but I'm being educated.
And if you do not know if you like Pantera, you need to hear the album Rebel Meets Rebel. It is David Allan Coe, world famous country music star, and Pantera, except for it does not have Phil in it.
Which, I mean,
David Allan Coe replaces it, so it's a country metal band, and it's fucking amazing, dude. Like if you like Pantera, you have to have this album. I can't believe you don't know it.
yeah.
You young kids.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
I'm just haven't even hit fucking puberty yet, so working on it though.
That stuff gets left in the shuffle. Do you like Zakk Wylde?
Yeah.
So you know Black Label.
Yeah.
Do you know about Pride and Glory?
No.
See, he has like this kind of country-ish album too. It's his solo stuff. He's got Book of Shadows and Pride and Glory. You ever hear of those?
No.
His
But
best
given how much that I dislike country.
But it's his best work. It's not really even country. It's more bluesy metal. It's blues metal.
I can deal with that. That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
And it's not country when it's Pantera.
The kind of metal you listen to when you lose your job.
That happens. So we've been gone.
Yeah, it's been a couple weeks. I know everyone's missed us. We were employmentally challenged for a bit there.
Shinder Power Corp said no.
Yeah, the Maker reactor got shut down. We got sent home. My eyes are slowly returning to blue,
Yeah.
to brown from blue.
They took away our number tattoos. we were right down. We're done. Cut down.
Yeah,
But
took away our spiffy uniforms.
we took some time off to be drunk.
Yeah, I'm still taking time off to be drunk.
Yeah. We're all drunk.
Except we're not. This is actually the most sober we've been while recording.
Let's see if we can fix it.
Yeah, we'll work on that. But I mean, we're still testing the waters. We're seeing where the happy balance is. Maybe people like us more when we're really sober. Maybe only slightly drunk like our last podcast, or maybe they like us best when we're totally fucking incoherent like our
Yeah,
first
we can
one.
do it.
Yeah.
And then we'll keep doing that. So every week we try something different.
Yeah, we figure out what people like best.
Next week we're
like
gonna
a
drop
photo
acid.
goal. I don't know about that.
See how we're doing.
Girlfriend would probably not be okay with that.
Yeah.
She lives with me now, so I can't hide that shit.
No.
Yeah.
So you went to Ohio?
I did go to Ohio last Sunday. Last Sunday? Yeah, last Sunday. And 7.5 hour drive of one road, basically. It's like the 401 to the border for like 4 hours,
Yeah.
and then it's one highway from the border to the middle of Ohio. It's I-75. It was really fucking boring.
So that's the middle, isn't it? Like that's the dead center.
Yeah, Wapakoneta.
No. Like bless you.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Wapakoneta?
Wapakoneta, Ohio. I went into a diner there with the girlfriend and her mom, and her mom was the youngest person there by 30 years, so we were waiting for someone to die, actually. We had to drive 30 minutes to go find a movie theater. Went and watched Get Hard. It was a decent movie.
Get Hard?
Yeah,
With Will Ferrell
and
Kevin Hart?
Kevin Hart, yeah. Kevin Hart's actually really good in it. Will Ferrell's always kind of
Will Ferrell?
Will Ferrell-y. Yeah. He's not amazing and he's not shitty. He's his own thing.
He's just Will Ferrell.
Kevin Hart was really good in it. Really enjoyed it. It was fun. It was a good movie.
I don't know. I've given up on Will Ferrell
Yeah.
half the time. Anchorman 2 is disappointing as shit.
Just watch it when it comes on like the movie network for free or fucking something. It's worth watching anyway, just for Kevin Hart's performance. I think he did a really good job in it.
I haven't been to the movie since The Hobbit. since Battle of Five Armies was the last time I went to the theater, and that's weird for me. There's been nothing.
Yeah, I think Get Hard's the first time I went in between The Hobbit and now. But, so anyway, we took a little bit of a hiatus there. We had to take some time to be drunk and figure out our new life directions, and, we're both employed. I guess I'm technically actually employed, I just haven't started yet.
So we're back with the podcast, which
Yeah.
is the important thing.
Yeah, and we'll have some nerdy news and some updates on
And geeky
some
news,
things and
which
geeky
we still
news.
haven't figured out if it is the same thing, if it's a different thing. Let us know. Be
Yeah.
part of the conversation, people.
creepy_touch@hotmail.com.
Yeah, or yeah,
Yeah, I
and
remember
then
that.
Creepy Touch on Twitter and
Facebook.com/creepytouch666. YouTube is the Creepy Touch channel. We need more subscribers. Get on that. Or the always popular GoFundMe.com/creepytouch.
yeah,
We've so far made $37, which is awesome.
37
At the same time?
in a row.
Yeah.
So I brought you over. You got to watch Clerks for the first time.
Yeah.
You've never seen Clerks.
I had never seen Clerks.
But it's a generation film for us. So, like, when we grew up, everybody saw Mallrats first, which is the second movie that he made, but everybody saw Mallrats first. And after that, it was like, oh yeah, like, I went to the video store, and the lady there, she's like, you keep renting this movie. I was like, oh my god, it's the best movie ever. She's like, oh, have you seen Clerks? And I was like, no, what's Clerks? She's like, oh, it's his first movie. I'm like, is it the same? She's like, oh, Jay and Silent Bob are in it, and, like, it relates back to the characters. I'm like, fuck off, give me my money. And then I was just a big Kevin Smith fan. I wouldn't be sitting here podcasting with you if it wasn't for Kevin Smith anyways.
Yeah, that's definitely a valid point.
But because see how I've worked that right in there,
Yeah.
and I'm at the point where I can talk about Mallrats 2 now.
Yeah.
Because they're making
Good
Mallrats 2.
Good segue.
Yeah.
What are they at now? It's 15 now, right? It started at 12, now it's at 15?
Yeah, Kevin keeps putting up these pictures. Kevin Smith keeps putting up pictures of the cast returning. They're all putting up 2 fingers for 2. And I'm excited because they've moved it up. It's his next movie, so we're going to get it soon, like maybe a year or so from now.
So
We'll
wait,
be watching it.
is that now higher in the queue than Yoga Hosers?
Yoga Hosers is done. It's what they say is in the can.
Okay.
Yeah, it's filmed. It's ready to come out soon.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
But it's getting in the way of the third part of that. Whatever it was called.
Moose Jaws?
Moose Jaws, yeah.
Yes, there's a lot before Moose Jaws.
Alright.
He's
unfortunate.
He's very busy for a retired filmmaker.
Seems that way.
Yeah. But so Mallrats 2's coming out, and I'm pumped. And you have to watch Mallrats now.
Yeah. I'll have to watch that before I watch
But
it.
have you seen, like, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back? No? You know nothing?
I know nothing of the ways of Jay and Silent Bob. I know of them, but beyond what I saw in Clerks. That would be the limit of my...
Well, you can see Mallrats, and you can kind of go,
Yeah.
oh, this is why Nick's a fucking asshole.
We'll have Madeline over, and we'll bring the 2 chihuahuas, and we'll all sit around and have a cheese and cracker party and watch Mallrats.
The 2 chihuahuas will come over?
Yeah.
Can we dress them up?
We'll have them dressed up anyway. It's cold out there. They got little sweaters.
We'll dress them up as Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah, we should do that.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Tu quiero Silent Bob.
We'll probably get a lot of good press on our Facebooks and Instagrams and Twitters and stuff.
Yeah, then the SPCA is like, these people are dressing up these dogs as stoners.
Is that a joint in the Chihuahua's mouth? It appears to be lit now.
No.
Photoshopped.
Are you good at Photoshop?
I could learn.
Well, just say yes, so then if it comes back to us, we're good.
I'm really good at Photoshop. Like 35 years of experience. Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. It's really impressive.
All crammed into 7 years of intense Photoshop training.
Yeah.
I get that.
That's basically what I did for the last 7 years of my life. I kind of like dug myself into a hole with a computer and a bunch of pictures and just went at it. So other nerdy news, for anyone who hasn't heard it, this news is actually going on about a month old now, but Nintendo's got a secret project. I don't know if you've seen anything on that.
The Secret Project?
Yeah, it's called NX, Nintendo NX.
Oh, their new console.
Yes.
Yeah.
That they're working on. That appears that it's not going to replace the Wii U or the 3DS because they've shown the NX logo next to 3DS and Wii U, which appears like it's going to be something that complements one or both of them, or is a tertiary console of some sort. So,
Do you think so? I've never seen that. I've heard about it, but I never heard this
That's
yet.
what the buzz is, that they have, rather than having it be like advertised as Project NX on its own, it's advertised as Project NX, and then Wii U and 3DS are also there. So people are of the mind that either one, it's going to replace both somehow, and like that it's a handheld that can also be a console, like hooked up to a TV for higher resolution, or that it's going to be something that complements one or both of them.
What? That's crazy.
That'd be amazing.
That's how the PlayStation started.
Is it?
If anybody doesn't know that story, yeah.
I don't know
I
that
had a
story.
pre-order on this. I
You
had
have
a
pre-orders on
Microplay.
all the cool shit.
No, but Microplay, I had this. Do you remember Microplays?
Mhm.
They were video game stores in Canada a long time ago. I don't know if they were in the States.
I don't know. Well, that's my one.
But
don't know.
I had a pre-order on a device called the Nintendo PlayStation.
Oh.
And it was an add-on to the Super Nintendo. Kind
Right.
of like the 32X for the Genesis.
Yeah.
That added discs.
Mhm.
Or Sega CD added discs. The Genesis 32X added 32-bit cartridges.
Right.
But either way, kind of like the same idea. And you attach this to your Super Nintendo, and it turns into a disc-based console as well. And that's why there was so many Nintendo properties at PlayStation's launch, like Final Fantasy VII.
Right.
That was a Nintendo game. So Nintendo went to Sony and said, "Listen, I know you guys are working on this, but we're going cartridge." And Sony was kind of left there holding the bag, going, "What the fuck do we do?"
And then they
Plus
made
we have-
Legend of Dragoon.
And then they
all
made
was
Legend of
well.
Dragoon,
And all
here
was
we
well.
are.
I played that last week.
Did you? I have it on my Vita.
I have it on my PS3, but yeah, I was like,
I guess I can have it on my PS3.
Yeah. Just I don't have a Vita, so fuck you.
Oh,
But
you know what my Vita lineup's like. It's amazing.
so I played that for a bit. I also, so I told you I went and bought a wireless gamepad for my computer, which I never had up until now because I mostly played computer games and didn't need it.
A wireless
But,
gamepad?
Yeah, so I originally was going to use my PS3 controller on my computer, which, if you ever have that idea, do not even fucking try it. It is a nightmare trying to get it to work. I had it working for about 5 minutes, and then it didn't, and I couldn't anymore at all, and just don't. It's so horrible. Like, just buy a gamepad for $30. It's totally worth it.
So just a controller for your computer.
Yes. The reason being is that I downloaded a PS2 emulator on my computer.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So you're playing...
Rather than try and hook up my PS2 to a TV and find my controller and all the games and whatever, I just downloaded the emulator and I downloaded Star Ocean till the end of time. So, that game is fucking big. It's like 7 gigs of data for a PS2 game.
That's... How many discs
Crazy.
was it?
2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
On
yeah,
PS2.
there was. I can't think of a lot of 2-disc PS2 games.
No, like Xenosaga was, and that might be it.
Because it's all in how you rate it. Like, how they managed to get everything on Final Fantasy 12 onto one disc.
But that was late generation PS2, right?
That's true.
So they may have found some better way of like encoding it or compressing it or something. Star Ocean was fairly early-ish into the PS2. So anyway, I have that on my computer, so I'll be playing some PS2 games. And
Or you're just playing Star Ocean.
right now I'm just playing Star Ocean.
But you were playing Nine No Kuni too.
Yeah.
Or have you stopped?
I haven't played it in the last week since I got the girlfriend up. But, yeah. So, I'm like 3 hours into Star Ocean, which means I'm almost out of the tutorial. Which gives you an idea of the scope of this fucking game. There's about an hour and a half of cutscenes in the first 3 or 4 hours of playing that game. It's pretty ridiculous. But, so I'm doing that. And played some Lego Hobbit, because now that I have a girlfriend living with me, I gotta play some
You
co-op
gotta play
games.
Lego games? That's like the standard.
You know what's...
I'm looking for a game to play with my
Side-by-side-
girlfriend.
And this is something.
Lego.
This is something that's a real problem in the gaming industry. Side by side co-op is like fucking non-existent.
Yeah, it doesn't happen anymore.
No, and I'm like, what happened to games like Champions of Norath, where you'd sit there with some friends, drop in, drop out, whatever, level up, grab some loots. Like that doesn't exist anymore. Like you got Diablo 3, which does that, but I mean really only because it started as a PC game.
Yeah.
Fucking like new gen stuff. I don't know of anything. Trying to find stuff on PS3 and 360. So she brought her Xbox, so I even have access to a 360 now. So we might maybe talk about Xbox stuff, but probably not still. But that gives me access to PS3 and 360, and I still like looking online for games with side-by-side co-op, like couch co-op games. Nothing. We bought Lego Hobbit because we were like, oh, whatever, and we both watched Lord of the Rings. That's what we did for the last week. We watched all the extended versions of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and then also watched all 4 seasons of Game of Thrones that are available right now.
Those have nothing to do with each other.
No, but that's what we
you're
did.
just getting in
That's what we did.
you're in the medieval
Yeah, and then
fantasy
and then I
kind of
bought.
mind frame.
I added on HBO today because the new season of Game of Thrones starts tomorrow night. So,
I haven't seen that show yet.
Yeah, it's good. There's a lot of boobs and sex and violence.
I have season 1,
Hmm.
but it's getting Kate to sit down and watch it.
I have all 4, so you can just borrow them. The
Yeah.
first 2 are on DVD, which hurts me a little bit, but 3 and 4 are on Blu-ray. So I went and bought season 4 like last week.
Speaking of that shit, so they released Star Wars digitally, like it's the big news this week.
Hmm.
Star Wars, all 6 films are out digitally.
Right.
Do you like Star Wars?
I like Star Wars. I love Star Wars.
Have you bought in Star Wars?
Yes, I own the Blu-ray complete set.
That's it. Have you bought it prior to that ever?
Yes, I have the DVD original trilogy, so it's, 4, 5, and 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I still have all of these, of course. I have original VHS copies from the 80s, like first release of them.
Yep.
So I have them then.
Right.
So the first 3, obviously, or
Yeah.
4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
And then I have 1 and 2 on VHS,
Right.
because those
We're at the tail end of the VHS.
VHS. Oh, sorry, just 1 is on VHS. Bought 1 on VHS.
Right.
2 I bought on DVD. 3 I bought on DVD, and then I bought 1 on DVD.
Right.
I missed this generation because I had the THX remasters that came out in the 90s.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
The extra depth of sound.
and right after those came out, about a year later, they released the special editions. So I had the VHS copies of the special editions.
Right. Perfect.
So I'm already, 4 versions of the original trilogy.
Yep.
And then DVD came in, so I have everything on DVD.
Mhm.
And then Blu-ray came out, and I, of course, have everything on Blu-ray.
Right.
So I went online, of course, to see how much it costs for the digital copies. And it's $139,
Holy
man.
fuck.
It's more expensive than going in and buying the Blu-ray box set.
Yeah. Is there any extra?
They say it looks better than Blu-ray, but it's still 1080.
Yeah.
So I've decided that I don't need to watch Star Wars on my iPad. That's not going to stick me.
Yeah, like the full Blu-ray set, I think retails for like around $100.
Yeah.
And you can usually find it on sale. So like,
Yeah.
I got it from Costco for Christmas, like not this past Christmas, but the one prior to that. I got that and the Lord of the Rings extended trilogy on Blu-ray. That was like my big Christmas presents, which was awesome. But like, $130 for digital copies is just not worth it. Like, they're 3-hour movies, like 2.5, but like you're not gonna sit in your car and watch them on your iPad or like. I just don't see them being worth that. Like, maybe at like $40-$50. Like,
And that's the problem with digital. Like, I don't get why you're charging me full retail price of something.
where it
It's
doesn't. You
always
don't have
been
to
that
pay
way.
for packaging. You're not paying for your discs.
Yeah, there
You're
should
not
be
paying
a-
to compress and encode as much.
Even if it's like a $10 discount.
Yeah.
Especially when you're like, I bought the movie on DVD and I get the digital copy for free.
Yeah.
I bought that shit on DVD. Give me the digital copy for free.
Yeah.
Here's my UPC code.
Yeah.
Track down when I bought it. And give me that shit for free.
Yeah, and I mean, especially when something like Star Wars that, let's face it, you've sold 7 copies to you alone of everything.
Yeah.
So, like, do you really need to gouge out another full retail price copy of it with really no cost of production for you beyond whatever it costs to get it reformatted, I guess, or touched up, whatever they did for digital?
What does it take to reformat that?
I doubt they did anything. They probably just
Probably
basically
not.
ripped it from
Well,
a
apparently it
Blu-ray.
looks better.
Uh,
It's going to look amazing on my iPad mini. Compared to my big screen TV, that definition that I'm going to get is better.
Yeah, I don't see the value there. It's a good idea for someone who doesn't have it yet to have it, to be able to watch it on like, I don't know, like fucking long trips up to Algonquin Park or something. But
Yeah,
Really.
see, and that's always the idea that I have,
Yeah.
right? But and like, so I don't drive.
Yeah.
And I'm always in the car. Like, but when we go on long trips and I pull out my Vita, and Kate's like, "What the fuck you doing?" I'm like, "Well, I'm gonna play Vita." She's like, "Hell's no, you're talking to me." So it's a good idea, but it
Yeah.
doesn't happen.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like, unless you're giving it to, like, 3 years from now, Ollie's in the backseat, hand him your iPad, the movie's on, and there you go.
Well, now you make me think that I gotta buy it.
But 3 years from now, it'll be way cheaper.
Digital stuff
Let's
go
cover
down
the,
in
cover the
price.
microphone here. Just torrent it.
Let's be real, I already have.
Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it. Not that we condone any illegal downloading.
Nobody does that.
No, I don't even know how to use the Byte torrents or whatever they are. But
Byte torrents.
yeah. So another thing that's been interesting recently, Final Fantasy Record Keeper.
Record Keeper is out.
Yes.
With Final Fantasy news, we need like a theme song. It's like, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, Final Fantasy news.
Or
No?
we could do like Final Fantasy news.
Or it should be more metal. It should be like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, Final Fantasy news.
There's some pretty heavy tracks on some of the older Final Fantasies. We can find something, I'm sure.
I'm sure that I probably have something right here, right now.
Yeah.
So Record Keeper's out. Tell me,
Yes.
I'm playing Record Keeper, but you've been playing a lot of Record Keeper.
I have been playing a lot. Basically, like every hour to an hour and a half when the stamina refills and I can do things again. Because it is sort of a pay premium game for, you getting your edge in. Like, it's a resource management thing. So every 3 minutes, I think it is, you get 1 stamina. The average dungeon takes anywhere from 5 to 14, I think is the highest I've seen.
Yeah.
Stamina to go into. So, like, it's well balanced to the point where I don't feel like I need to spend money to play the game and enjoy the content. That said, I've definitely spent some money already.
Oh wait, here.
We got some Final Fantasy metal stuff.
Final Fantasy news. Right?
That works.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we can do that. That'll be our new segment.
Totally legal.
Yeah, that was under 30 seconds.
I think so. I don't even know if that's true. I just told you that.
Yeah, we'll keep going that until we get like some sort of cease and desist slapped to one of our doors.
Yeah. At least we know somebody's listening.
Exactly. It's probably a good thing. That would mean we're that popular that they're worried about it. So anyway, you've been playing it for iOS, I've been playing for Android. As far as I'm aware, there's no functional differences. But the game as a whole is awesome. It suffers a little right now from a lack of content, but they have said, like, when you finish all the dungeons that are in there right now, it straight up says, like, hey, more things are coming. They've had 2 events so far, which have, like, 15 or 16 dungeons in them. And
They're more than that.
They're pretty challenging.
I think isn't there something like 50 dungeons on the 7-1?
No, it's 70 floors of Shinra, and it's split, I think, into 5 floors per dungeon.
It's a lot though.
So you're looking at,
And they're tough.
like 15.
As you get up there,
Yeah.
the second character that you get has always been, like, I got Tifa,
Yeah.
but getting Sephiroth seems to be an issue for me. But you have,
Yeah,
You have them.
I have Tifa and Sephiroth, and I have Cecil and Dark Cecil in the newer of the events. And I've forayed a little bit into the elite dungeons. They're pretty fucking rough. But it'll be good once there's some more content. Right now, I find the problem is that there's nothing interesting as a way of level grinding. Because levels are really fucking hard to get. Like,
I've-
real bad.
seem to be like at a pretty good standstill at the 20 level.
Yeah, like my upper characters have just hit 30, and it's real rough. It takes me like most of a day to get a level, and that's with me, checking my phone every hour and a half.
It's not working.
And not working. So like, it's real rough to level, but I mean you don't need to because I've already cleared all the dungeons. Mostly it's just the elite dungeons, and a lot of the elite dungeons are ones that I won't be able to do until I'm like level 50 and shit, which I don't see being a real good option. Although tomorrow, I believe it is the daily dungeon is an experience bonus one, so that'll be good.
All right, then I'll get
I'll
on
grind
there
in some
tomorrow.
levels, yeah. So
It's a fantastic game. Though.
it's good. A lot of nostalgia. So far, it's hit on 4, 5, 6, 7, and 10.
Yep.
Which is cool. It's got items from the other ones. Like I've seen some items from 12.
Lots of items from
and
12.
8. A lot of the weapons are from
Yeah,
12
from
for some
12.
reason.
I guess that makes sense. 12 had a lot of weapons.
Yeah. So, I mean, the content's there. There's more coming. It's challenging. It's a good way to, fuck away a little bit of time.
Yeah.
And you don't feel pressured to pay. Like I said, I've spent a little bit of money on it, buying some extra rolls on relics and stuff. The odd time I'll want to refill my stamina because I'm, like, right before finishing a boss. I'm like, fuck, I don't want to wait 20 minutes.
No.
But, for the most part, like, you get through it just fine. It doesn't feel like you're forced to pay to win or anything, so...
No. Yeah.
Really enjoying it. A lot of nostalgia. Loving the nostalgia a lot.
Yeah, I like the graphics in it are fantastic with little sprites.
Yeah,
and,
the 8-bit sprites are good.
and I can't wait to see some of I can't wait to get Lightning in my party.
Yeah. I've got a summon. It looks pretty cool. You summon a dragon, it like breathes breath out on...
Oh yeah,
on
that
you.
dragon?
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
It's a mist dragon.
It's a
Mist dragon, yeah. That was a
Um,
summon. That was like one of the first summons they've ever used in the game. That was
Yeah. That's the only one I have
4?
so far. But some of the limit breaks look pretty cool. Not a lot of variety in them so far. Most of them are based off weapons, and I haven't been real lucky with my relics. But,
yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of depth to it, and it's real fucking hard, so...
Well, it's nice because Square is focusing a lot on mobile gaming.
Yeah.
So
And it's nice that this one is made by DNA, because, one, DNA is
they've done a lot of nice
fantastic
work,
job.
especially
but,
on the DS, eh?
Yeah. And Nintendo's working hand in hand with them a lot. Especially coming with the NX product is supposed to work hand in hand with DNA.
Which then they're getting into the mobile world
Yeah.
too, and that's huge now because
yeah.
of Japan.
Well, and that's
But
where
did
the
you
market is.
hear what they announced for Japan for mobile games?
Maybe. What?
The Final Fantasy VIII card game,
Triple Triad?
Triple Triad, is a game that's coming out
Like
for mobile.
a licensed
A
mobile
licensed version of it.
Fuck.
So that's being released in Japan.
Is it going to come to North America?
They seem to have pretty good success with this stuff.
Yeah. Like,
So I'd like to see it. But they have been they had the G bike that they announced, which is the Final Fantasy VII bike.
Yeah.
Event in a game.
Can you
They got lots
imagine?
going on.
Can we get, like, Orange County Choppers or someone to make that as a chopper? That'd be
The
amazing.
G-Bike?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's-
Just, if you're listening to this...
We've just upped
whatever-
our
what's his
GoFund
name?
us to $10,000.
Jesse James, if you're listening to this podcast, which I'm sure he is, like, why
Probably.
not?
What else is he doing?
Make that fucking chopper, because that'd be amazing.
That would be cool.
Especially if it had, like, the sheath built in the side for the swords and stuff.
But I want that game. I see how that works on a phone.
Yeah.
But they should do other stuff. I want Blitzball.
Yeah. Blitzball would be good.
I want.
There's so many good... Something Final Fantasy has done, like, traditionally as a series real well is their mini games and, like, distractions within the game.
Yeah.
Like, Blitzball is amazing. Triple Triad was super popular.
Yeah.
The amount of hours you spent at the Golden Saucer getting Omni Slash. Like,
Yeah.
the little things have been real... Like,
Chocobo breeding.
Chocobo breeding. The submarine game in 7 was fucking awesome.
Oh, I like the submarine game in 7. I do.
Yeah, I played that, like, a lot.
Well, 7's kind of where they had them all. See, we're pretty much just mentioning stuff from 7.
Well, 7, 8...
What did 8
9
have? 8
had
had
Triple Triad.
Triad. And that did kind of occupy your time. 9
had
a
Triple
card
Triad.
game.
It was Triple Triad still.
It was called something Tetramaster.
Tetramaster, but it was the same thing.
I had to go to the hospital, so I brought my Vita and I started playing 9. So I've been playing some 9.
Yeah, I've got my hard copy of 9. I was looking at it the other day. I was like pulling the discs out and making sure they were all there and all still pretty and unscratched because I bought that brand new, played through it once and haven't touched it since. So it's like
It's a fantastic game. I bet
Yeah.
you I played that game at least
I
10,
love
or,
9.
10 or
Sure.
11 times.
9 is like one of the more underrated Final Fantasies, and I like it better than 7.
I think as time goes on, I see those lists where everybody comes up with a list of best Final Fantasy
Yeah.
games, where 7 was always on the top. 7's kind of gone down.
Yeah.
For a while, like 4 was on the top all the time. Now
I see
4's
4
kind
a
of gone
lot.
down. Now I'm starting to see 9 starting to creep up to
I've
like
started
the
to
top
see
2.
I've started to see 6 a lot.
6, yeah. 6 is huge right now. Like,
Yeah.
and that I think
Well,
it's the
especially-
generations, right?
Well, and the resurgence of steampunk right now, like that's what 6 was. 6 was very steampunk,
Yeah.
and like that's huge right now. Like steampunk as a culture is massive. So I think that's got a lot to do with it.
6 is a great game.
And yeah, and everybody loves Kafka. So
Yeah, Kefka was always one of those top villains.
yeah,
That was kind of the other big debut. Like people were like Sephiroth, and like other people were like,
Sephiroth,
I don't know,
Sephiroth is
Kefka.
cool as shit, but he's a boring character.
Yeah,
He's kind of psycho, and he has like an Oedipus complex, and
he does.
and just wants to fucking kill people. But Kefka's just like fucking insane.
And I think they try to bring him back in 9 with what are the 2 jesters' names?
Yeah.
Fujin Regin, is that them? No.
No, I
That's-
don't remember what they're called.
Who are those people that I just mentioned? That's the Cypher's buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah, in 8.
Yeah.
I forget their names. But I think they kind of brought them back with them, just Strange, the jester look. But
Yeah.
9 was kind of fan service.
9 was great though. I really enjoyed 9. 9 was focusing less on the realism and more on the gameplay and the plot and giving that sense of immersion that 8, as much as I love 8 was a very weird story to play through.
8 was a crazy story to play through, but it got, like, once you've got it, it was awesome.
Yeah.
I'm going to the Final Fantasy cabinet because I'm going to show you something about 9 that maybe you've never noticed before.
Alright.
I've pointed this out to people and they've never noticed it. I've never seen anything online about it. But, so those are your main characters?
Yeah.
Right through it?
Yeah.
So you have, Vivi, Zidane, Steiner, and,
Garnet.
Garnet.
Yeah.
And I pointed this out to somebody and they never got it, but Cowardly Lion, Scarecrow, Tin Man, Dorothy.
Ah.
Yeah. So, like, there's all kinds of cool stuff in 9, and I think they did do that on purpose. Because it's pretty blatantly obvious once I show it to you. Right?
Yeah. Interesting.
But they brought back the crystal, and that was the big campaign. The crystal is back, I remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Chocobo Hot and Cold. I spent time on that, getting all the map pieces and finding all the sunken treasures and
Yeah.
stuff. That was amazing.
Chocobo Hot and Cold was fun. Again, going back to the original point, like,
Play that?
Square has always been awesome with the minigames.
Yeah.
And they transfer over so well to mobile.
Yeah.
And the fact that, one, they're addicting as fuck to begin with, but now they have a major nostalgia factor to them, that's a big draw in the mobile market. Like, that's a lot of the big reason that I've been playing Record Keeper. Like, once you're done the main stuff, it's not particularly engaging, but I know that there's more content to come, and I love the
And
nostalgia.
you want to
of-
keep going.
Yeah, like I've got Cloud, and I've got, the Black Mage and White Mage and Sephiroth, and
Yeah.
all these cool players that I've beaten games with before and played hundreds of hours, or
But where's Lightning for me?
there's a sprite of her, so I'm sure she's coming.
Everybody's coming. That game will keep going.
Something else that I realized recently, and I don't know how I missed this. Did you know that you can get most of the original Final Fantasies through Steam for PC?
No, because I don't play on a PC.
Right. So, I was just recently, when I was looking for co-op games to play with my girlfriend, she was like, well, I'm just going to play Sims for a bit. And I was like, all right, well, I really want to play a JRPG. Like, I just want to play a JRPG. So I was like, I'm going to find one on my computer, because our computers are set up next to each other, which is,
Cute.
yeah, and
You guys
works.
catch hard drive to hard drive?
Mine's a little bit too tall for her.
Yeah.
She's got a compact pre-built. Mine's like a big beefy thing that I use to like seriously overcompensate for my dick. But so I was like, I'm gonna find a JRPG on my PC, whether it's through Steam or download or whatever. And this is what eventually led to me just downloading a PS2 emulator in Star Ocean, because it is fucking impossible to find like a good Star Ocean / Tales game / whatever on PC. There's nothing like that, and it's very frustrating. But I'm just like, oh, I'm just gonna find something and be like, no, it doesn't exist. Anyway, we came across all the Final Fantasies, which was real tempting, at like $10-15 a pop to get 7, 8, 9, 12, 10, 10-2, 13, 13-2. They're all available on Steam, and they're all upscaled to PC and have had their like audio reworks so that they sound better. And like, I'm probably going to eventually buy them, but I'm gonna have to wait until Madeline isn't paying attention to my bank account.
That's fair enough.
Just spend $100 and buy them all. Will I play them? I don't know, but I'm gonna have them.
Are you ready?
For what?
Now it's that time of the show where we do the CT scan.
Oh, we need like a sound effect for that.
We need music for the CT scan?
No, we need like a sound effect, like a.
Did we find out what CT stands for, or it was just CAT scan?
No, we found out it was like cranial. I don't know.
It's a creepy touch scan here, anyways.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter.
Yeah,
We answered that question?
Yeah, we had someone answer it on our last podcast. We'll go back and listen to our last podcast. It's on there, I'm pretty sure.
Somebody's got to listen to it.
Yeah, well.
Does it need theme music? Does it be like, da-na-na-na-na-na, CT scan?
I think we've got enough theme music. We can probably pass on the CT scan.
Alright, I want to talk about this. I got some old news, because I've been collecting this news while we were off.
Right.
So some of it's old, but we have to talk about this. I have an article here from the Aurelia Packet and Times. I'm just going to read you the article, the head.
Okay.
You'll know what I'm talking about. This was big news around our town. And it's really Canadian news, and it's real super Aurelia news. But the headline is, I do at Tim Hortons.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. I was real ashamed. That's Tim Hortons that's right by my house, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the one it's like 7 houses down the road
The
from me.
one in front of the beer store?
Yeah.
I bet it was.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Bachelor party and wedding right all in one.
Yeah. So 2 people got married in at Tim Hortons.
Fucking brutal.
I don't know what to think of that. I don't know. It's the most Canadian thing I've ever heard, and I've lived in this country for a long
It's
time.
super Canadian and not in a way that I'm proud of.
Yeah. Do you think they
can't-
had it catered? Like Timmy's catered it? Could you imagine that? How you fucked up my entire wedding dinner meal.
Yeah.
Everything's wrong here.
Like they can't even get our breakfasts right, let alone a whole fucking wedding catering. But
If you could get you got your invite, and like you could click off attending,
and then
not attending,
double,
and then
triple.
No, but like under attending, not attending. The next one would be drive through. Oh, we'll pop in, pop around.
You toss a wedding gift through the drive-through
Yeah, it's
window.
the receiving line. The receiving lane.
You say hello and off you drive.
Oh, I got my Timmy's. Here's your present. Everybody there sounded like that.
Everybody.
Oh, I do.
I wonder how many gift cards they got as presents. Like people that are like, oh fuck, we had to bring a wedding gift. Let's give them a $10 Timmy's card.
Just I forgot a gift. Just get something up at the counter there, bud.
Oh yeah, bud.
There you go, top shelf.
Fucking right, eh? Yeah, classy is what this town is.
Yeah,
Saving up for years for that wedding.
they were dressed really nice, but again, like it was.
Well, you gotta think, location didn't cost them a whole lot. That's that much more money for your fucking suit.
No, they look
Dress.
good. They look like they should be out at the athlete Timmy's. They're dressed so well. I'll show you the picture.
Neither of them was wearing camo.
No?
Which is impressive.
See?
I
Look
mean,
at that.
you would think that there would be some camos involved. Speaking of Timmy's, the one up on Westmount just got redone. They finished redoing the outside and inside.
Is it sexy in there?
I haven't been in, but the outside looks fucking terrible. It looks so bad. It's just like really bulky on one side now. It looks like, it's kind of off balance. It'll tip over and pull out of the ground. And when they remove the old lettering to put this like addition on the one side that looks like a tumor grew out of the building, they didn't account, I guess, for the fact that weather leaves markings around old lettering. So you can see like the half of Tim before it gets cut off by the new addition that's built on the roof. I don't know why there's an addition on the roof. Like, I guess it's a style thing, but it looks fucking awful. Waste of money. Poor choices.
I'm gonna go check it out.
Yeah, I haven't been inside. Let me know what it's like inside. We'll revisit this next week. But
I work like 2 feet away from a Tim Hortons now.
it's true.
Yeah.
And Wendy's.
No, don't start with me.
Wendy's was your weak point in the past, was it not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It made me real fat once.
Now they've got those salads and things.
Those junior bacons. Is that what they call them there?
I don't even know.
Junior bacons.
The only thing I order at Wendy's is the Baconator and the Asiago Ranch bacon chicken thing. It's amazing.
The Baconator's a real burger. That thing's.
It's not a double down, but it's real close.
You know what's a rough burger? A&W.
Yeah.
You go to A&W, you get the Papa Burger
Right?
with extra bacon and extra cheese. Oh shit! I
What
thought
was it that I used to get all the time?
Kate thought that I was gonna die. Kate was just straight up. Oh, my husband's dead. My children don't have a father.
I used to get the double down with fries supreme. That was a real gut wrencher. Or if I'm feeling real fat, I'll go to Subway and I'll get a chicken bacon ranch sub with double meat, double cheese. So it's got chicken, bacon times 2, cheese times 2. There's no room for toppings on there, and the sub weighs like 3 pounds.
That seems rough.
It's bad. You basically shit the sub out whole. It's a real stretcher.
This is a real stretcher. On that note, you know, so remakes. Everybody likes making remakes.
Yeah.
So first 2 Arkham games remastered. Again, old news.
Yeah.
Everybody's been talking about it, but I want to talk about it with you because, like, you've played those games.
Yeah. I didn't play Arkham Asylum. I played Arkham City a lot.
Yeah, you didn't.
Yeah.
I think Arkham Asylum is the better game.
If
If you want to play Batman in a story mode, it was really cool.
It just came out before I was really into like anything Batman-y, and it didn't scream a game that I would want to play because I'm generally an RPG person. But Arkham City came out and I bought it because I went to Fan Expo, which is like Toronto's version of Comic-Con but way less awesome. Not way less awesome, but less awesome.
It's better. It's better. You don't have to deal with all the other bullshit. It's packed in there too.
So anyway, the EB Games there, or GameStop for you American listeners, had promos on.
Oh, down at the GameStop, eh?
Oh yeah.
Take your GameStop and shove it.
So they had the collector's edition of Arkham City for $40 or something.
Yeah,
And I was like, fuck yeah, like that statue alone's worth $50.
yeah.
So I bought that. Had never played a Batman thing before. Never really gotten into Batman, but loved it. Cut my finger on the ear of the statue once. It's real sharp ears. Careful for that. It's a problem. But got really into that. Beat it. Played it through in hardcore mode for a little bit, which was pretty bad because you lose all the timing indicators and stuff, and you just have to. Like, there's nothing on the screen anymore.
Like, that fighting's fun, but, like, to get, like, maxed out scores on some of those fight levels, dude, that is not me.
Real rough. So hardcore mode takes away all those indicators and
Yeah.
stuff, so you have nothing. You just have to, like, time it by visuals. It's real
So,
bad.
this is for you. This box set's for you. You can buy the 2 and you can play Arkham Asylum.
But I still have Arkham City.
Yeah, but just buy it for Arkham Asylum.
Okay.
So you can play that game. I, much like Star Wars, I'm not buying it. I have them.
Yeah.
I've played them. I've played them multiple times. I don't need to play them with better graphics.
And I mean, really, they're both PS3. They're both later PS3 games. Arkham Asylum, not so much, but I mean, really, how much better are they gonna look?
It's just going to be a paint job, right?
But speaking of Batman news, that Batman PS4, fuck me. Do I ever want that?
Oh, yeah, the console?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, for anyone who doesn't know this, I've still yet to buy a PS4. It's on my list, but, you know, go fund us. GoFundMe.com/CreepyTouch.
Now you're just getting a PS4 out of this?
No. But I'm going to get one. And I wanted the Type 0 special edition, but that's only in Japan. But this one is a special edition that I can get here,
Yeah.
which is cool.
It looks pretty awesome.
Yeah, silver with the black Batman. Anyway, it's pretty interesting looking.
I'm
and-
excited for that game.
Yeah, it looks.
That
really
game
good.
looks real good.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. I'm also really excited for the what did you see this is kind of older, but the release of Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor in Batman vs Superman?
Yes.
He looks surprisingly good as Lex Luthor.
Oh yeah. Dude, those movies are gonna be awesome.
Like,
Everybody's shit talking them. Those are gonna be awesome. That's all I'm gonna say it now. Everything's gonna be awesome. But
well, he's just one of those people. He's never really played like a serious role, with the exception of, I guess, Social Network.
and that's exactly what Lex Luthor's gonna be like.
And yeah, and like he looks really good with a bald cap on.
Yeah.
Like it just looks natural.
You see him, you're like, yeah, it's Lex
Yeah.
Luthor.
And he's got the look, and you're like, all right, this is kind of cool.
Yeah. Nothing on that. Like that movie, very little has been shown on Superman versus Batman, which is the next movie to come out.
Yeah.
But Suicide Squad, which is going to
Yeah.
be the movie after that.
So I
pictures
heard-
everywhere.
Yeah, and I
cast
hear
is there.
Jared Leto's gonna play the Joker.
Yeah, Jared Leto's playing the Joker.
Yeah, he's a great fucking actor. He's hard to get roles for because like he doesn't act in much anymore. He's mostly doing 30-Second to Mars, which I'm not so much a fan. I liked some of their older stuff a little. It's just a little out there for me, but major acting chops on the guy, and I can really see him as being a like pulling off a good Joker.
Yeah, it'll be neat.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
excited for
he's
that
got
movie.
he's got the quirkiness and the acting skill to pull it off really, really well, and I'm interested to see where he goes with it because he's stepping into Heath Ledger's shoes here. Everyone's gonna expect him to fill certain things, so he's either gonna have to do what Heath Ledger did and do it better, or go a different direction and snap it off, and I think that's what he's going to do.
Oh, I think so. You can't try to emulate what Ledger did.
Yeah,
And Ledger was the Nolan universe Batman, which was
Yeah.
a very, very grounded thing. Where this, I don't think he's going to be grounded. We may see Batman in outer space at some point in time throughout these movies, where you would never see Chris Nolan's Batman in outer space.
Yeah. Well, because this is more of the Justice League tie-in and stuff, right? Whereas Nolan's Batman is more like, this is Gotham, and that's all I care about.
Yeah. It's
But-
it's like Nolan made it Batman like, if Batman really happened, this is what it would be like.
Yeah.
Where this is going to be like, holy shit, this is Batman.
Yeah.
We're going to see him doing like, we're
Some
going to see a lot of
awesome
like
stuff.
CG fighting. We're going to see Batman like, we're going to see crazy Batman shit.
We're going to see him kicking some ass.
Yeah, Batfleck. And I think Ben Affleck's a good choice. I don't care, again, what anybody else says. I think it's a good choice.
Yeah.
I think they're making really good, smart casting decisions, and they know what they're doing.
Yeah, like, even with the questionable choices, like, Ben Affleck came under a lot of attention, I guess would be a good word for it. But I mean, have people not seen Ben Affleck in movies? Like, The Town, Argo, like, he has some serious role acting chops. Like, he's been there, he's done that, he's played the gritty roles, he's played...
Mallrats.
I haven't seen Mallrats. He's in Mallrats?
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, dude, like, half of Affleck's movies are Kevin Smith movies. Ben Affleck and Kevin Smith were best friends for, like, the longest time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, yeah, he's, like, the main character in Chasing Amy. He's the main character in Dogma. He makes an appearance in Clerks 2. Yeah.
Very nice.
Jersey Girl is another movie that he's the main character in that Kevin Smith did. Oh, yeah. They're just best friends. Kevin Smith lives in Ben Affleck's old house.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, isn't it Kevin Smith and Ben Affleck's daughter that are in Yoga Hosers?
No,
Or is
that's
that-
Johnny Depp.
Oh, Johnny Depp's.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's his new friend, which is strange.
It's a weird trade-off.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck out the door and bring in Johnny Depp.
Yeah. I don't think they hang out or anything like that. I don't think Johnny Depp hangs out with anybody.
No, I can't. He doesn't seem like a hangout.
Could you
kinda
hang
guy.
out with him?
I don't think so. Like,
Nah, it'd be it.
I'm
It'd
not
be
cool
weird.
enough.
I'd like, try to sit down with him, but I'd be like, okay, you're weird.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I love Johnny Depp.
He would seriously out-weird me.
Ever since Hunter S. Thompson died, he has become Hunter S. Thompson.
I don't know who Andres Thompson is.
Yeah. Hunter S. Thompson is a author
Okay.
and a writer. He's mainly an author, but he's Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Okay.
That's Hunter S. Thompson, and that's about Hunter S. Thompson. That's essentially like that's written by Hunter S. Thompson. It's essentially acted and characterized just like Hunter S. Thompson.
Okay.
And that's what Johnny Depp has been since he's died. Johnny Depp and Hunter S. Thompson were good friends.
Interesting.
They would hang out together.
I just can't imagine what the conversation would be like.
Because they were the same person, they had to be like, Jesus Christ, man. I don't know, man. Jesus Christ. Be the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, I don't know. I just can't see.
That conversation would go in circles.
It'd be something that makes no sense whatsoever to anyone outside of that.
And then here's news for you, bud. You're gonna be pumped.
I've heard this one.
Have you?
Actually. Yeah.
Five Nights at Freddy's is getting a film. Never played that game, but you're the first person I've ever heard say anything about it.
I won't watch the movie, or I'll have to watch it here with you and we'll have to cuddle.
Because you think it's gonna be that scary?
I don't do horror. I don't. I'll watch people play horror games, but I will not. I can't physically sit there and play them. I'm like I'm in control of this person's destiny. Like, that's a dark fucking corner. They might die. Like, I can't fucking do this. Like.
But how do you make this movie now? Like, is this movie just gonna be like these stuffed animals popping up in front of your face constantly?
No, I think it'll be fucking terrifying.
You think it's gonna be like?
It has the potential to be a real solid movie. It wouldn't be a long movie. I don't think you could do a feature length, but I think you could do. Well, I mean, you could do a feature length. You put some backstory into it because there's backstory to it, but yeah, I mean, you could do feature length.
We have
But,
to. It's no option. That's what they're doing.
But Five Nights at Freddy's is on. So there's Five Nights at Freddy's. There's Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Yeah.
There's Five Nights at Freddy's 3. There's Five Nights at Fuckboys, which is like Five Nights at Freddy's, but it's like an old school turn-based RPG, so they have attacks and stuff, but with all the characters from Five Nights at Freddy's, which is pretty sweet. I haven't played it yet, but I'm interested.
All right.
So it's like an old school Final Fantasy, like Freddy pops up and you have to attack like his left hand and his right hand and his head, and you got like abilities and skills and health bars. I don't know. Anyway, it looks cool. Yeah, like in the span of under 7-8 months, there's now 4 different games spawned off of it and a movie.
Yeah.
Somebody did a good job on that.
Yeah.
It's a fun game to watch people play. Again, I don't really enjoy playing it, but
Because you're a pussy.
yeah, basically.
We've established.
But it's
that.
real fun to watch other people play it because they're pussies too, and it's real funny.
I've not played it. It's on like iOS and stuff like that now.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
But we'll play it sometime. We'll do once we get our GoFundMe going a little bit higher. We'll get a recorder for PC and we'll do that. We'll get some little tidbits of us playing games that scare the shit out of us.
Nobody needs to see me jumping out of my seat.
But yeah, that's interesting. It's got the potential to be pretty freaky. We'll see where they take it, because they could do a real good job of it, or they could do a real shitty job. But we'll see where she goes with that.
All right, I'm in. If you're in, I'll go watch it. You want to go watch it at the movies with me? Come on, I'll take you.
Can I wear plastic pants
You can wear plastic pants.
or a diaper?
I was gonna wear plastic pants.
I'm gonna wear
Not because I was gonna piss myself, just because I think that's gonna be the new style soon.
Yeah.
We're all gonna be wearing plastic pants.
I can see it.
Yep, it's the future. Or like Tron clothes. How come we're not wearing Tron clothes yet?
How come people like Olivia Wilde aren't wearing Tron clothes more?
But she did in that movie.
Yeah, she did.
But why? I have nothing upstairs in my closet with neon lights on it.
Which is really depressing.
Yeah.
I mean, 20 years ago, you probably had stuff in your closet that had neon lights on.
I did in the 80s. There was a lot of neon lights on my clothes.
Yeah.
No light up clothes. My kid has light up shoes. I'm like, they don't make these in my size.
No. I remember those. I used to have ones that you stomped and they did flashes and stuff.
Yeah.
I remember Heelys. Those were cool.
Oh, Heelys? I didn't, yeah.
You were too old for that, I think.
They didn't make them in my size then either, yeah.
Yeah. But,
No, we had rollerblades, sir. That was the big thing.
I had rollerblades too. I'm now far too straight for rollerblades, but
Right.
there was a time.
There was a time where it was cool to wear them.
Yeah, now, no. But, you know.
And then that week was over.
Yeah. So what else? We've had some movie news, some nerdy news, some really nerdy news, some like off the wall bullshit.
Oh, fast. You know what I want to talk about?
Yeah.
and this is older, but a couple weeks ago I went to the arcade museum
Oh yeah.
at the Simcoe County Museum.
Right.
Dude, this was awesome.
Yeah, you sent me some pictures of Sailor Moon arcade game. You were pretty pumped about that.
All right, they had a Speed Racer cabinet.
Yeah.
But I've never seen that before. I grew up in arcades. You did not. You've probably seen one or seen one in a book.
I've saw it in a book once. No, I've been to an arcade or two, but they're not the same as they used to be.
They had a pinball machine there, but then they had like a Sega Genesis hooked up, a NES hooked up, an Atari hooked up. So they had that. But then in the corner I found this cabinet, and it had like 550 games inside of it. And then I found the Sailor Moon game, and I spent the rest of my time there playing the Sailor Moon game. Dude, it was amazing.
Yeah, I got
It was a side scroller beat 'em up.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted it so bad.
I got a picture of Sailor Jupiter. I got a picture of Tuxedo Mask. I got some cool pictures. Made me want to really badly go to the Simcoe County Museum, which, believe me, that's not something that pops up much in my mind. Like, man, I should go to Simcoe County Museum. It's not a common occurrence for
No,
me.
go
But,
check it out. I don't know if it's still on. It was called Game Over, and if I'm late on telling you about this stuff, then I'm sorry. But it was great. Sailor Moon games there, Speed Racers there, pinballs there.
All the good shit.
Ollie loved it. Ollie's too, and he's never really seen me play games. I do it when he's asleep or whatever.
Yeah.
But he was sitting down at like the Speed Racer game, and he thought that was great.
Which is good. It's
Yeah.
good to get him
And
started early.
It's free to play those games.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, is the museum free to get into, or is it like $10?
I think it was like $10 or something like
Yeah.
that.
You go in there, spend an hour or two.
Yeah, you get
Worth
your
it.
money's worth.
Yeah.
So fun. And they have Simpsons Bowling there. Do you remember Simpsons Bowling?
No.
That was a real game. That used to be in bars. Remember those bowling games with like the ball?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like that,
Okay.
but it was Simpsons.
I'll have to check it out, see if it's still running.
And speaking of arcades, have you seen that doc yet about the Atari games?
Yeah, I saw it on Netflix. I haven't watched it yet, but I was actually, earlier today, Madeline and I were eating lunch or something. We were like, what are we going to watch while you eat lunch? And I was going to watch it.
Watch it. It's awesome, dude.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's more than just about those ET cartridges.
Yeah.
It's about the history of Atari. It's about everything. It's a good recommendation. Watch it. I watched it and I was like, you know what? Kate probably would have liked this. Some good info there. And your girlfriend likes video games as it is.
Yeah, I'll have to watch it for sure. So that's about it for this week.
We've
so
touched
we will
your
be.
creepy.
Yeah, we've creepily touched people once again, in hearts and other areas of the body. And we'll be back to our regularly scheduled Saturday night filming, Monday, Tuesday night uploads. But that's more or less it for this week. Please like our posts on Facebook, like our videos on YouTube, subscribe to us, follow us, share our posts on your wall. Even if you hate us, just be like, these guys suck, and share it, because that'd be cool. GoFundMe.com/creepytouch. We could really use some support there to get some of our other side projects going, bring some more interesting things here. Twitter, we're at creepytouch, creepy_touch@hotmail.com. Please send us in some questions. We love answering questions. That turned out real well, we thought.
Yeah, and creepytouch_ for Instagram, which I'm going to get more going on there. I'm going to start posting
Yeah.
pictures about stuff we've been
Well,
talking about.
we'll get Jay and Silent Bob Chihuahuas up there at some point.
Yeah,
We'll have to do that.
if you want to see that picture, if you're going to see it anywhere, it's going to be there.
Yeah. What else? Let us know what you think of our level of drunkenness. Personally, I'm feeling like we needed to be a little bit more drunk for this.
We needed more drunkenness.
But I mean, that's something for you guys to decide. So, if you liked us more like last episode, or our first episode, or this episode, because those are like the three main points of drunkenness. That was like medium drunk, stupid fucking drunk, and then now mostly sober. So,
Right.
you know, chime in, let us know what you're thinking, and we'll go from there. But we'll see you all next week, and until then, stay creepy, chestnuts.
But no, what's the new one?
What?
LL.
Oh, LLYS.
LLYS.
LLYS, everybody.